चलो फटाफट से स्पोर्ट्स तक को सब्सक्राइब करो और हाँ, जो घंटी नजर आ रही है बिना देरी किए इस पर क्लिक करो.
A word on the Super Smash. How did it help you get recognition for IPL and then your NZ maiden call-up?
Yeah, Super Smash is awesome. You know, I think it's a great tournament, especially because everything is televised and you get a good turnout with the crowds and that vibe that it creates is pretty special. It's quite cool to be involved in, and you know, with it being televised, I guess that gets more eyes on you, especially with me playing at that finisher role and you know, having some short-term success there so far. That's gotten a few eyes on me, I guess, because you can share that video footage with others.
How was your time with the New Zealand team and in that dressing room?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty special for me. I mean, you know, it's a dream to represent your country. I didn't get on the field, but the experience that I had there was really big for my game, and I tried to learn as much as I can from the guys that were there and surrounding myself with those players is pretty awesome, and seeing how they go about their game and how they improve and everything, you know, has really rubbed off on me, and so I hope to be back there soon.
How excited are you to share the dressing room with Sharma, Pandya, Yadav and Bumrah?
Yeah, I mean, those are some pretty top quality players there. There's some of the best in the world, you know. I think, again, if I can just be around them, rub shoulders with them, see how much I can learn and absorb from their experiences and try and implement that into my own game, I think that's going to be massive for me, because they're the best players in the world, you know, and that's who you look up to and who you want to play like. And so I think me just trying to take as much as I can from them and implement it in my own game will be how I go about it.
Made an IPL contract, and that too with the Mumbai Indians, one of the most successful franchises. How did you come to know about it?
Oh, I mean, I guess we get told about the IPL auction and everything, and so whether or not we want to put our names in the hat. And I guess I made the late call with some help from close friends and leadership from the coaching staff here. They told me to put my name in the hat, and we did. And then I guess that's how the stuff unfolded. And during the auction, cousin gave me a call 5:30 in the morning and told me I was picked up, and I didn't believe him until I got the 1,000 other messages. So yeah, I think that was a pretty special moment. But I guess that's how everything unfolded. Put my name in at the end. 30 minutes to go, so I guess you never really know what's going to happen.
You'll be joining New Zealand stars like Trent Boult and Mitch Santner. How does that help in getting into a new system?
I think it helps a lot. I mean, they're guys I've watched growing up, and you know, having two other Kiwis there, you know, can make that transition a little bit easier. You know, they can show me the ropes, and I can have conversations with them about things maybe I don't fully understand yet. But I think just being close to them and all the other high quality players that are going to be in the group is just going to be beneficial for me and my game, and hopefully I can you know, make some long lasting relationships with everyone there.
Growing up, who was your role model, and one batter which you want to emulate on the biggest stage?
Role model. Growing up in life, role model, pretty easy. It's got to be my dad. I mean, he's the one, you know, as a son you always look up to and you want to be like one day. And, you know, he's sacrificed a lot for me, and so hopefully I can provide something similar in future if I have children one day. And then in terms of cricket role model, I think it's a cliche, but I mean, AB was pretty special. I think he, you know, what he stood for in the game and the type of player he was quite awesome, and just the person he was as well. In terms of a player that I'd like to emulate, I think probably the style of someone like Kevin Peterson when he was playing at his best, and the kind of vibe he brought to the crease, the aura, you could say. I guess he was a dominating force, and you know, people when he came to the crease, you could feel his presence. You know, so hopefully I can try and emulate something like that one day.
Since Pollard left, Mumbai Indians finisher position is vacant. They tried Tim David, and now they're looking upon you are looked upon as the guy. Does that add pressure, replacing someone of Pollard's stature?
Yeah, I guess so. If you look at it in one way, it does create some form of pressure, because you know, Pollard, one of the greats of the game, and his level of power hitting is unbelievable. And then you've also got Tim David, who's proving himself as well, and he's top tier. But I guess for me, it's about focusing on what I can control and what type of player I can be, and having them there is only going to, you know, help me in that role, and so I'll just try to put my best foot forward, learn from them, talk to them, and I think with their guidance, if I can just focus on my game, it's gonna help me perform on that stage.
Facing Jasprit Bumrah in the net, what's the first thought that comes across your mind?
Challenge. It's going to be a challenge. I mean, he's the world #1 for a reason, and you know, in the recent performances he's done, he looks like a handful to face. So, I mean, you know, you always want to back yourself as a batter, but when you're coming up against the best, you know it's going to be a challenge.
स्पोर्ट्स की खबरें ढूंढ रहे हो तो इधर उधर क्या देख रहे हो? चलो फटाफट से स्पोर्ट्स तक को सब्सक्राइब करो और हाँ, जो घंटी नजर आ रही है फटाफट से बिना देरी किए इस पर क्लिक करो।